Yeah, that's what I was picturing, like actual photos, like black and white photos.
Now, question, Gus. You said the kid was like scared. I call him a kid. Was he younger than us?
20s?
Yeah, I think he was
40s? No. All right.
Question: Does anybody have trash cards?
Got it.
No, skill +5 is probably my trash card at the moment.
I would like to hang on to a +15, but I don't see the need for the aftermaid card. I mean,
if you're not going to do combat, you don't need combat cards. If you're planning on going to Roadhouse and beating some ass because you're feeling like beating some ass, then that's a whole different thing.
I already proved my point that I'm in charge. Maybe this guy's not so bad. Do we want to just go there, talk to him, bring him a pizza or something?
That's a rich thing.
I do not
One of
know.
us goes to the back door, the other two go to the front door. That way when you panic, so you're like, ooh, he goes to the back door, like, ooh, he runs back and he doesn't know where to go. Or do we all just want to sit there like this on his windows, like in nature room?
And now in nature, we can see the natural habitat. I'm being David Attenborough, shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What are we making hard?
Do not know. Maybe he is with command and he is here to keep an eye on us. It doesn't seem like one of the regular peoples. I think he is a spy.
Jay, get rid of some of your cards.
Oh, we got cards.
Command is always fucking you.
5.
No.
Plus, while we're over there, maybe we should move the police car and bring that back to the garage so people cannot see it.
It's safe where it is. I thought we should just use the cop car right where it is and use it like a storage box. Little cash.
Right, but since there's not an actual garage, it sticks out. I don't want to tip off anybody else, especially if that guy is in this subdivision. If he sees this weird cop car just parked there, then he might mess with it.
It shows the guy in his car driving along. Then he looks over and he sees this fucking cop car and he's like,
I knew it. Loved it. So I guess we're heading over. What time of day is it right now?
about 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's evening time.
Yes.
Let's see.
Well, it's like dusk, but you know.
Okay. So what we can do is we could park like on the other street, maybe that way he doesn't see us coming up. You know, if we at least want to get closer to the house and have a look in there. For starters, we don't necessarily need to try to engage him. So the option is we just ignore him for now, we engage him, or maybe we capture him.
Why don't we just
we'll make a net, throw it at him, and tie him up.
What'd you say?
We will make a net, and I will throw it at him to capture him, and he will tie him up, and then we will take some samples.
And then you can pick your tuba at him?
Oh, I don't know if I know him well enough to pick the tuba for him, but, you know, if he turns out to be a nice person, you know, if we can find a tuba, we can give it a strum.
Actually, everybody has seen already made nets somewhere.
It's not as fun as watching him make them for like 8 hours.
We need a check and rope making.
It's a good use of knot tying, I suppose, if you want to get a skill up.
Well, he's already scared of us and kind of paranoid.
Yes.
Why don't we just approach him? Why don't we just take the friendly approach? 3 guys in suits or dressed in their Larceny clothes come up and knock on the door in the middle of the night.
Tonight's bowling night.
Just calculating out the time of night, things like that, when we're going to get tired. I figure we got to get a good shot, one more good hit tonight.
Vince,
What do you
you're
guys
thinking if you're going to make fucking bowling night, you should really get going soon.
I know, we're already late.
Yeah. I mean, you know how to drive, and your driving is good enough where you don't need to make another driving roll this session because you got over 60. But, you should really get to the bowling alley now in your car if you're going to go bowling. I mean, if you're not, that's okay. But I'm just saying, it's not like they wait for you yet. Where do you keep your bowling ball, Vince?
I was originally leaving it at my wardrobe with the axe.
I see.
So what do you think, guys? Come on, let's just focus here. Jay, what other locations did we have that we wanted to check out on Main?
The only other thing left that we had left to check out was the amusement park. We had to see if that started back, and what was that, Vince?
The police station as well. We didn't really get to check that out.
Station, haircut place,
and the barbershop.
Apex.
Barbershop we got to do during the day though, so we can get the band together.
And then if we ever wanted to go mess around with the milk stuff again, that's that.
So you want to break into the police station at night?
What could go wrong?
Or the school, or break into anywhere at night. But which one do you guys have more interest in?
Do we want to try talking to this guy?
I don't, but if you guys do, we can.
We could just wait and observe, just check him out over time.
Yeah.
I'd rather find out more about him before we actually start talking to him.
All right.
Cut to every other PC group. Home invasion! Kicking in the door, chopping him with an axe. I'll fucking learn you.
We go check out his garbage. Where do you want to break into then tonight? You want to do the school, the police station? What on Main Street? We got to check something out here.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go check out the school then, since we have not been there at all.
Okay.
All right.
Or
you want to
have
Vince drive you over there, or would you like to risk letting Gus crash the car up?
Come on, Gus. You can do it. I believe in you.
I can do it. Step aside. Slide
I have
over.
to make sure that my seatbelt's on and working.
I curl up in the back seat, a little ball.
You're
Hey,
right. You
I used
notice.
to shotgun.
You notice this car doesn't have any seatbelts. As he fucking turns it on and floors it. Go ahead and give me your driving roll. Right. He goes out the back of the garage and into the backyard. Pieces of the garage fall to the ground.
Oh, no.
All right.
Lights begin coming on in other homes.
This car is broken.
Oh, give me a luck roll, Jay.
It is now broken.
Critical.
You park right next to your swimming pool. And she shows like the back tire really close to the edge of the pool.
Oh, look, we have a pool.
Midnight skinny dip or what?
All right, I slide over.
All right, I happened.
Okay, you don't need to make a driving roll unless you want to fucking pop the clutch and roll and screech back through the garage and stuff like that.
I'll just go for normal.
All right, no problem. Yeah, you guys you drive your ass over to the school. It says "Go Bobcats" on the sign, and yeah, it says Burlington School, and high school and junior high. They're all combined into one. That way, if you want to bully somebody a lot younger than you, it's super easy. I just need a simple lockpicking roll to gain access to the school, and you guys rove around and look at 1950 school.
Okay, let's see. Can I support with my
Lock lore?
security? Or
lock lore, yes. Security systems will tell you if there's any motion detectors or anything to worry about. All right.
So I'll get a +5 from that, a +5 from the lockpicks. All right, by half.
The only really interesting thing you guys find in the school, aside from the fact that they don't lock as many doors as they probably should, is in the chemistry department, they have a big-ass bottle of oxygen in there, and various other chemicals and stuff.
Like the tank of it, you mean?
Yeah, the oxygen tank. Give me if you can make both jury rig and chemistry rolls, then I will tell you something neat.
I'm going to ask the doctor to support me on the chemistry side.
Yeah.
Let's think about this element.
By quarter.
Okay.
He tells you all about chemistry and shit.
Don't make chemistry with the supporter.
Okay. Doc, you can also try a jury rig roll since you've already made your chemistry roll.
I'll support his jury rig.
Close.
You would have made it.
You would have made it if you'd waited for him to roll. Ha ha ha.
He did roll.
Rolled my jury rig.
Between the two of you, though, you're like using stuff here and some other stuff at the hardware store and all that. If we wanted to, we could make a thermal lance, which will cut through concrete. Yes, Logan had to look that shit up, Ralph. I had no idea how to do it.
So
the internet's wonderful. My FBI record now is spotty.
Exothermic welders like that?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you cut through? You can cut through metal with that too, right?
Yeah. It cuts through pretty much whatever eventually. I mean, but you guys have expressed a lot of interest in the bank. However, you don't know.
Yep.
I'm just mentioning it because you haven't actually wandered around the bank or anything. You pretty much just played with the front door. So.
Right.
This can be helpful.
Yeah, and there's various chemicals. There's nothing good to make acid with, though, for some reason. But
can you just? All right. What's the chemicals, or is there
various no good acid though? So if you wanted to make some more chemical stuff, there may be some various chemicals in there or not for your amusement. Mm-hmm.
Are there enough chemicals here to make a sedative?
With my bicorder, would I know that?
Yeah, give me a pharmacy roll, because when you get into sedatives, that's a whole specialized field, which apparently you are familiar with. He goes, yes, we just need this and this and this, and if you give them too much, it will kill them. I need to know their body weight and metabolism a little bit, and then I can. It's not a one dose fits all. That's why anesthesiologists are always on the fine line between keeping you the fuck out or death.
And since this is the 50s and they used to have these vents even when we went to school, do they have a nurse's office?
Yes, of course.
They still have those. I don't think they have them in my high school, but
no, they have metal detectors in your school. We had nurses' offices. Totally different.
Yeah, they're actually staffed with nurses too. So let's be careful and let's just make sure there's no nurse to activate.
You break into a nurse's office, you can find basic first aid kits in the nurse's office.
Oh, I yoink those.
Sure, you pick up 3.
And also what I'm keeping an eye out for is some kind of container, whether it's a bag, box, whatever. Let's take some of those chemicals with us that he was talking about. We can stash them at the house.
No problem. You know the big bags that they put like basketballs and shit into? You got one of those about a quarter full of chemicals, and you look like some sort of demented Filipino Santa Claus.
How about the library? What's in the books?
They're all blank.
Perfect for the young, clean slate minds of the youth of today.
Yeah.
And we'll check out the gymnasium.
Now, Vince, one of the problems with the chemicals and stuff and all the labels on stuff, there's no like actual language. It's just gibberish on all of them. So you have to actually try to figure out what different things are.
Just normal doctor's writing then.
Scribbly.
Yeah.
So we go to the Bobcats gymnasium, and I look for
It says
Louis.
Go Bobcats and stuff. Look for what?
Louis. Louisville Slugger.
Sure, definitely. You find one of those. Baseball's the great American sport.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find gloves. And you remember once you told a young black man, wear one glove, just one glove. And Reggie Jackson went on to be a big, big star.
And then probably got like ropes that you can climb up to the ceiling.
Yeah, they are really big and horrible. The same exact ones that are sold at the hardware store. You recognize them instantly. They're the horrible ropes of horribleness. They weigh so much that it not only can crush your spine, but your spirit as well. They're right now set up to crush children's spirits when they realize they will never get to the top of the rope because they are worthless and weak.
And then do they have any kind of like pads and mats for
sure.
falling on?
Yeah, if you've been wanting to get back into yoga and stuff, you can steal some of their smelly gym mats.
Is there any?
I know this sounds stupid, but it'll probably come up next time just because I'm bringing it up now. Why don't we take a bucket of the baseballs? If you guys need to throw things, these are actually designed to be thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you get a bucket of baseballs.
Keeping a list of this there, Gus?
Yeah, I got ropes, bats, balls, got the chemicals, the oxygen. Trying to think what else.
Everybody take a card as you plunder the education of the youth. So much plundering, so much youth.
Let's see.
Are baseball bats D8s
Yes,
or D10s?
D8.
All right.
If you can get something bigger, like a big fucking maul, a maul would be a D10. I can't wait because the fun thing is you guys are like taking it slow. It's like having somebody, when you show them a painting, they begin like looking at individual brush strokes as opposed to glancing at it going, that's a painting of something and moving on. Lovely. But also the fact that there's so much more to this painting and stuff as you keep digging in. Yeah, very, very cool. I could do this all fucking day.
Might sound crazy. What about football helmets?
Yes.
Football pads.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, they don't help as far as armor goes. I mean, unless you put it on your head and just repeatedly bash the doctor, which, sure, very satisfying. But
Kind of like the old like leather style ones still, right?
yeah, you guys could get. They don't have. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. When did they fucking make?
Yeah, the face mask. That probably wasn't until like the 60s.
Yeah,
I'm not sure though.
1950s football gear.
Yeah, they had.
Oh yeah, no, you can get some with the cross guards and stuff. Okay, if you wanted to get armor, the shoulder pads and stuff, and you get the leather helmet. Yeah, you can make armor. You can get enough to make some fucking armor.
Use a point or two. Yeah.
Anything else. The way all armor works in the game is anything non-magic, whether it's chainmail, a football thing, whatever, it's one shift down in damage. And then if you get magic on it, then that's a second shift.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say, I pick up a magic bracer and it's just, then it only gives you the magic because you haven't got armor, then that's 1 shift, and then the armor's 1 shift. So armor does not help a lot, but it helps a little bit. And magic armor's the bomb. Well, 2 shifts down is pretty good. Rarely will you find anything that'll give you a 3rd shift. Rare. That's pretty much as good as it gets.
There's an easy way to carry all this too, guys.
Wearing it around like freak?
No.
Oh.
Take the pants, you roll them up, you stick them in the helmet. Right? Step 1. Step 2, you put your shoulder pads on, put your shirt on. You take your shirt off with the shoulder pads at the same time. Drape that over the helmet. Thus, the face guard goes through the neck hole. You just pick it all up like a little suitcase.
This is somebody who's played way too
football.
much fucking football is what's happened, yeah.
Yes.
All right, you make football luggage. You feel better. Take a card for fucking detailing football luggage for the viewers at home who are like, God damn, he's been on the field too much.
And I have no problem taking somebody else's jockstrap and cup because, by God, that's the most important part of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, question. I doubt it, but was there sulfur dioxide with the kit or the chemicals?
With chemicals, you're not sure exactly what's in them because, like I said, it's gibberish writing and stuff. So, actually, no, I found a lovely 1950s. Yeah. Some of the football.
Was there any?
Cool.
They probably got some microscopes too, right?
Yes.
In the science lab.
Yeah, chemistry department, science lab, general
There, you got
science
to have.
stuff.
Well, you have to have a microscope in your laboratory, doctor.
Yes.
We can make rhino armor out of this stuff. We could get a basketball Dago
I'm gonna go
shirt,
to the bathroom.
boxer shorts, and cleats. Unlimited armor. Nero style.
Rhino armor.
You remember that?
Yeah, rhino hide.
When we first started playing, everybody from Corvos would run around and...
Yep.
No, or you didn't travel with those guys. Never mind. Like your Chris and Jerry and all that, they would just wear like shorts and cleats and run around.
That was the funny thing. They had like a costume from the waist up, and then from waist down, it was like sweatpants and soccer cleats, which wasn't a bad idea in certain weather. You could run around and actually grip the ground.
Well, it's always misty and can get squishy and stuff. But yeah, they were definitely wanting to do a sport rather than how'd they phrase it? They called it gay role play. That's I believe that was it. The funny thing is that Jerry ended up starting a chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty distasteful concerning the kind of shit he did.
He ended up owning when Midwest sold to what's his name? He redheaded guy. He ended up with it.
Yeah, for a while, and then I think he moved somewhere else or something. So, yeah, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. If he's ever listening to this, which he isn't, and I'm sorry, I can't remember your name.
He moved to California. Yeah,
I think you're right. But on the other hand, given the weather in Illinois, yeah, I'd escape if I could, and I did. So happy.
All right.
So, microscopes. Okay, so you finished strapping down the dock on the table. Oh, he's back.
What?
Right. Anyway, you tartly restrain him, and okay.
All right, we're due. We probably hit something else tonight.
You guys load all this loot in your car and hope it doesn't disappear before you can get it back to wherever you're getting it back to.
Or should we just go drop all this off first?
Where do you want to drop it off at?
Good question.
Let's take it to the new place.
Dun,
We could always again, sure.
I mean, I know we're testing it, but I feel pretty confident considering his pictures in there. I feel like it's probably a hard point now.
You want to just unload it in the garage for now? Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Done. The Doc seems really surprisingly good at driving. He hasn't done anything crazy yet. Would you like to do something crazy?
Until I do a Tokyo Drift and kill 6 people.
That'd be crazy. GTA screams and does a Tokyo Drift into some people.
How, Logan, so far in town for large land vehicles, larger than the medium car size? So is like fire truck, for example, is that the only large land vehicle we've seen so far? Or do any of the work trucks we've seen are probably small vehicles? Those are like
I think the fire truck
basically.
is definitely the only large one. So if you ever want to get checks in that, repeatedly stealing the fire truck on a daily basis and causing havoc.
I'm kind of curious what would happen if we were to steal one of the local vehicles and try to put it in one of our hard points.
That's what we're driving around now.
Because right now we're driving one of the town vehicles that we found in the tract home.
And we have a motorcycle, I think.
And the motorcycle, yeah, that's true. So I'm really curious to see if those will stay or not. And my other idea was, what if we took one of the modern vehicles and started to scrap it partially? Like get a hold of some of the electrical wire that's inside the car and almost pull it out and try to attach it or circle it around something to see if that extends its ability as a hard point to save things. So, for example, what if I took the fire truck, parked it next to the cop car, took some wire from the cop car and like wrapped it around.
Circle of power.
Circle of power, exactly. And do the circle of power around the fire truck and see if it stays.
Google this. Google how much wire. What is the length of wire?
Oh, it's a lot of wire. There's a lot of fucking wire.
In modern cars, there's a lot. It's like in the miles. But that's something I'd like to experiment with. So maybe let's not do it to the cop car yet, because that's got the computers and stuff in it.
Our next one.
The one with the baby seat in the back. Let's bring that here and try something like that. Or where should we actually try that? Because obviously we're not going to be able to fit the fire truck in the garage.
You sure?
Not without significant alterations to the garage.
Because it is a big house.
It's a big house, but if you were to take out some of the upstairs like rooms and shit and alter the garage significantly, like
I was gonna say, I already took out the back wall.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But that's the other experiment. Let's see if that repairs in the morning or if it stays.
And if it doesn't fix, you're paying for it. Wait.
So let's just park it maybe somewhere else. I don't know, because if we park it on our lot, that's one experiment. Because maybe the lot has some features. Like it doesn't have to be in the house, perhaps. But I also don't want to leave a fire truck out front of the house and tip off the spy.
We could just leave like a baseball in the backyard. I mean, that'll do the same thing.
Yes. But I mean, as far as like attaching it to one of the modern cars that we found here.
I'm worried about time because it's already evening. Do we want to spend the rest of the time doing that, or do we want to break into something? Or
yeah, what I'm suggesting, we can do that at any time of day, so we can go break into something else.
I would like to mention that all three of you are dressed for larceny.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got?
I'm going to suggest as a name for the session.
Yeah, that's good. So let's see. We got the bank where we could try to distract the guards, but we'd have to break into the vault, I think, to find out anything interesting, because there was no other doors back there to check. It's basically the vault.
It looked like one of those big fucking heavy ass doors and shit.
There's the barber shop.
Although you have not checked out the rest of the building at all.
Right.
Because we know there's the office where the manager is.
I'm interested in making a thermal lance, because that can easily get us through the vault.
I know which rolls are required for that.
But we don't have time for that tonight.
Yeah,
actually, you could.
Oh,
Making
yeah?
a thermal lance does not. It's surprisingly short. I mean, if you've got all kinds of stuff around. Actually, no. Tomorrow night you could do it because you want to stop by Hardware
Yeah, I'm thinking
Corner
we'll
and
want
pick up some
to.
stuff.
Yeah, we'll want to get all the gear together first, and that right there could take a couple hours.
Now,
What's
question
it?
for you, Logan.
Yeah.
Game mechanic wise, typically we notice that we only get to spend about 2 days doing things. So that's why we try to condense and cram what we can do.
I don't mind if you go a bit more, but don't be passing weeks and shit. I like that you're cramming things. If you keep cramming things, nobody's gonna bitch.
Okay. Yeah. We're trying to be polite.
I love
everybody.
it. I love it. Yeah. Plus, as you've noticed, time is rather timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
I understand, but we're just trying to be
How about
sensitive to other players.
I love it.
Apex?
Apex.
Let's go check out Apex while we got the night.
Okay.
It's either that or the barber shop. But that'd make more sense just to go check that out during the day first.
Yeah, because we want to talk to him about the,
Mm-hmm.
You guys head over to Apex. Have you already seen the company logo for Apex?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, it's a Predator thing. Anyway, you guys head over to Apex on Main Street, and it looks like a normal closed business. It's abnormal in that there's a front door, side door, and then a lot of big windows. And then, like, the second floor is not like a short second floor. It's like up there, but it's like the big floors and stuff with the high ceilings. And then there's like more windows. It's all darkened. Now, both of the doors are also unusual in that they seem to be the exit-only kind of doors that have no lock, and they got like a protective plate so you can't get to the bolt and stuff like that.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just get your attention.
Oh, I thought you were drowning. Shit, sorry.
No. It's just,
No, drowning.
Oh, no, drowning. I got you. While we're going downtown Main Street at night, I want to try to pay attention to see if that guy who came in came into the longs.
Yeah. I'll let you know if you see his ass again.
After hours guys that are watching us or maneuvering towards us.
No, people are around and stuff. For example, at 7-Eleven, there's like a lot. This is where the teenagers come out and they're doing their, oh yeah, everything's cool and we're all nice. They seem like the nicest bunch of kids ever. Nobody's getting felt up or anything like that. Remember, a good fingering is something you need as a kid, from an air kid only, and but only if it's a very special kid. You have that kind of bond. But that came out badly. Anyway. So yeah, there's definitely nightlife here. At this time, it's probably like maybe 9 or 10 at night, something like that, as you guys are cruising over. So breaking into Apex might be tricky unless you come back like later. But it's good that you're cruising up and down. I mean, you can literally cruise up and down Main Street and all the way to, if you want to. But yeah, so there's still stuff going on right now, although it looks like it's starting to die down a bit. The kids are like, it's getting late. Better get back home. Got the big science exam and stuff on Monday. I better get studying now. And other things you never hear teenagers say on a Friday night. I noticed that
Gotta get home and clean my room before I go to bed.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, that would cause Vince sanity if he saw that in real life. You're gonna leave the beautiful girl to go home and study science and clean your room, huh? I think you should eat a gun instead, buddy.
I leave it to you two to decide what we do next. I need like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Well, it's already pretty late.
Did you say you're having a three-way? What?
No, I can't hear myself with these things on. They're so like I can't even hear myself talking right now.
Have you considered saving up your allowance and buying some headphones you like better?
Yes, I do have like $25-ish just
These
sheer
are
birthday money.
$7.
Really? All right.
$7. Beautiful.
You know, because I just got my birthday money, so
Yeah.
spent the majority of that, and
On heroin, I know.
75
So
bucks, pretty good deal.
I'm also going to be just testing the windows.
Oh, I would get with Jason, Vince, because I'll give you the number off these. Get with Jason, find out what he uses for a mic, because then you've got these that I don't even notice after a while, and they'll make your ears hot and shit. And his mic works a treat, and I think it's like $20 or less.
Yeah.
You know, because my mom got these for me at like Walmart. I'm like, I don't want those. Those seem very noise canceling. I'm completely right. I can't even hear myself talking, so I don't even know half the words I'm saying.
You don't anyway, Vince. We know better than that.
No, but it's like cut in half again.
There, Vince, I just copy pasted something into Roll20 there for you.
right,
Make a note of
I'll
that.
take a look at this.
Look it up on Amazon later. They look like this.
All right. Gotcha.
So, Jay, you're checking the windows out, and the windows are unusual in that they don't seem to be the kind that open. It's like big panes of glass, and you doubt it's safety glass, that are just kind of there. You're looking at it, and unless you get like the diamond thing to make the hole in with the suction cup and all that fancy shit, you're thinking of rock is going to be how you get in.
Okay. And so my options as far as climbing onto the roof, because you said it was pretty tall.
It looks like it'd definitely be a tricky climb unless you had like a ladder, for example. If you even getting Vince to help you, because it's pretty goddamn smooth. I mean, there's some bricks and stuff, but there's not enough in there to get your toes in, so you'd essentially be finger climbing the whole way. Which, as you know from your experience,
I want to take a little walk. Let's take a little walk around the building, just checking the back and the sides, and like what's like on the sides of the building.
It looks like pretty much the building is a big rectangle with just the big windows all the way around, side door, front door. That's pretty much it. That's the roof looks to be flat. Way the fuck up there.
Okay, and let's see. Before,
I mean, a grappling hook. If there's anything to grab onto up there, you don't know if there is or not.
when we were training with the firemen, when we were all done at the end of the day, like how did they ended up leaving off? Did they like they all just turned in and?
Yeah, they went upstairs to do whatever it is that they do up there. You guys didn't, so you're not sure what. As far as you know, they're summoning Satan or having an orgy or something.
Okay.
Maybe making a new calendar.
Let's go back to the bed and breakfast real quick. Let's grab our fire department stuff. Or where were the fire department uniforms? Were they down in the garage when you first came in the firehouse?
Yes.
Okay, let's just go to the fire department.
All right. It shows you grabbing the R2 by the tie. The fire department looks like it's all closed up, but because people don't bother to lock a lot of doors in Burlington, you go over and you just let yourself in. Actually,
I hand the other two fire coats and hats.
Okay.
And let's see, I snap my fingers a little bit, try to see if the dog is around.
The dog fucking comes downstairs.
Come on, boy.
What is it, boy? You hear from upstairs? Is there a fire?
And let's see, we get into the truck, make sure the door's open and all that.
You begin cranking open the door. They try a listen roll from upstairs. Who's down there? Door's
Fireman.
He says, is there a fire?
We're training.
Give me a fast talk roll. They may actually buy that, despite it being 10:30 at night, and all the people that they know are upstairs with them. Now, okay, you hear that they slide down the pole. They look at you and go, it's not time for training.
We are professionals. We are going to maintain the truck.
Give me a new fast talk roll. He goes,
Let me see
I
what
go up
cards
there
are-
and get fire suit on or
Oh,
firefighter.
you're already
Yeah,
dressed
I already
in one
handed one to
somehow.
you.
And your clothing's all kind of a little off though, like somebody else dressed you. It's weird.
I'm gonna play this skill plus 10.
Okay.
Let's see, fast talk, right? Here we go. All right, I made it.
He walks up to you and he goes, I don't know what the heck you just said, but you're special. You reached out and touched this old firefighter's heart. You go ahead and maintain that truck.
All right. I like Jello. I get in and
He goes back upstairs. Right, you guys load into. Who's going to be attempting to drive the fire truck?
I'm attempting to drive it.
Oh God! Here we go. Large land, modern.
Is there seatbelts on this?
No, hell no. No. They didn't
Okay,
believe in
let's see,
seatbelts before like the 70s. I still remember old men getting angry and cutting them out of their car.
All right, what kind of skill cards do we got here?
Hopefully, some good ones. You really. This is not easy to drive.
I got 10%.
There you go.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh yeah, and this is how the fire truck became ruined rubble.
All right, 10.
Instead of the Batmobile, we have the fire truck.
Oh no, I made it with the plus 10. I
You
made it.
lucky bastard. All right, you guys go. Do you want siren or no?
No.
Just checking. I know that
Did the
you're
dog
dressed
get
for larceny,
did the dog actually
Self
help
fire
the truck?
fire.
yeah, the dog's up next to Vince going.
Good boy. Good boy.
Oh, put the dog down. Take the dog. Steal the dog.
Yeah, they are. They're stealing the
He
fucking
came running
dog.
out. I succeeded in my animal handling.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need a name for the dog.
Yeah.
You drive over to the building. Somebody who's going to give me who that is not the guy driving, the insane Filipino dude driving the truck, would like to do an operate heavy machinery to operate the ladder.
Well, first I'm going to
Oh.
park it like on the side or the back,
Okay.
and then I can already operate the ladder. I've done it before.
Oh, I didn't know if you want somebody else to do it.
I'll park it, and then I'll use the ladder. So
Okay.
I don't want to be in front of the building. I
Right.
prefer to be behind the building if I can. That's kind of why I was asking what was on the sides before, if I could drive behind it.
Yeah, no problem. You park behind the building and
Cool.
give me an operate heavy machinery as you're doing the unsecure the bolt and do this, do that. I'm going to try to sweep you off the fire truck with a ladder. Doc's like, what? Ah!
Might as well play this.
Oh, that's a
My
good
legs are
fumble.
broken.
I got my fumble figured
I
out.
operate heavy machinery plus 20.
Aw,
Make sure the parking brake's on.
aw. Taking away all my ideas. I was just going to have numerous zones of fuckery happen with this thing. All once. It just shows it taking off as the ladder goes a different direction and the Doc's on the end of the ladder screaming and shit as he goes through the fucking window. Ah, it's
All right,
close.
with the bonus, I made it.
Damn it. All right. He cranks the ladder up and it goes chunk on the top. So now you can get up to the roof if you want. Unless you want to put it through the second story window. I'm assuming you want to go to the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. It's up. It's ready.
It is ready.
On the truck, is there any I guess what we're going to use them for is breaking and entering tools, like the big pry bars. The louvers.
They haven't developed Halligan tools yet, but they've got some stuff for getting into play. Yeah. Thundercats. Ah.
All right, let's go.
All right, who's one to try the dangerous crawling up the ladder? It'll be a climb and a big bonus. All right, the Doc immediate. Are you taking one of those tools with you, which will make it a little harder?
Yes.
Or okay,
I'll take it with me.
all right. So you're down to plus 20 climb. So roll.
I make sure I stand directly under him.
Excellent.
I want to practice my dodge.
My
Okay.
quarter.
He scampers up there, and you're now on the roof. He looks around, confused. You guys see him going.
Why did I come up here?
What do you see?
It is completely featureless on the roof, completely flat. It is as flat as a pancake. There's no metal stuff.
Is there rice up there?
I don't know. You have to come up and find it.
There you go.
Okay, I'll climb up there.
Sure. Are you taking a pry bar thing with you or no?
Nothing yet. I'm just gonna climb
Give
up.
me a
I have
climb at plus 30. Yeah,
Okay,
you
made it.
scamper on up. You managed to get up a ladder without dying horribly. Well done, you. Doesn't always happen. No. Okay, you get up there and it's completely featureless, and it is the weirdest roof you've ever been on.
And now that we're up on one of the few second-story buildings in town, I kind of all the other roofs I can kind of see. They look featureless.
A bit more normal, but they have less stuff than they probably should.
Okay.
Do you have any HVAC skills or anything like that?
Not HVAC, but mechanical.
Sure, give me a mechanical repair. And if you make it, then give me a history roll.
I'd like to support it with my build, repair, heavy machinery,
Okay.
and or technology lore skills.
Either one's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Let me do. All right, I support that. And by half.
Cool. Give me a history roll.
History.
Yeah, you're not sure if the missing stuff. Hey, maybe this is normal for that time. You just shrug. You're like, I don't fucking know. You don't see a lot of you don't see like big duct work and shit like that. So you're like, maybe all the homes are stuffy. I hadn't noticed, but okay. Or maybe it's just like this. I don't fucking know. I'm not a historian guy.
Question. Since we're on like the roof, is there any higher elevations other than this one and Lover's Peak or whatever it's called?
Yes. Lover's Peak is definitely, I believe, the highest elevation in the town. You can literally look down on the town from there. I think that is the highest.
All right.
So other stuff is pretty flat. Lover's Peak is like up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take a card, Vince. You're asking good questions there. I like that. But yeah, as far as other buildings and stuff, this is one of the taller buildings here. So, but the roof all the rooftops look a bit plain. You were expecting a lot more, like, even if you didn't know what it did, mysterious garbage, as opposed to, I guess they didn't get around to building the roof.
I was about to say, is there like any mysterious garbage? Is there like
It's
bird
surprisingly
poop or
clean.
anything?
Surprisingly clean. There's some bird
Like,
shit, but
is it like spotless clean or
no,
pretty
there's some
clean?
bird shit right over there you can play with if you want. Everybody take a card for being the first party to ever reach a rooftop in Burlington. Accomplishment unlocked. Rooftop Raiders. Yeah, nobody else has ever been on a roof, I don't think. I think they tried and fell off of it several times, but I'm not sure. So, yeah. I could be wrong on that. Sorry, Jameis, if I'm wrong, you can just shake your head sadly. I know you're going to be listening to this in 2.5 years. I have plenty of time to hide my sins between now and then. Oh, yeah, this isn't going out till like April 2022. So, yeah, Vince will be totally disinterested in games and chasing
I'll be
skirts.
like a junior by then.
Yeah.
Logan, do you have a map of Main Street still?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all changed. It's all changed. Now, if somebody eventually wants to make a map, yeah, I'll give them cards and shit. But you know,
I thought about making a map and putting it in as art homework.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
just wanted to note, like, what would be the buildings on Main Street on either side of Apex? But,
Not a clue. Plus,
Okay.
it's plenty of
Yeah,
space
not
between
important.
buildings and stuff. Yeah, it's not. But yes, you stand up there.
So basically, if we want to get into this place tonight, we need to smash a window or cut the doors somehow.
Vince, by the way, if you want to, since you do have the big pry bar tool, if you wanted to do a sand person, you could do with it while you're up here.
A what person?
Sand person. You know, sand people.
From Star Wars?
Take a card. I didn't know if you'd get that fucking
Good
reference.
job.
Yeah, it took me a second.
Spot on.
I'm like, bird.
Cool.
What is that card?
I gotta say, you guys have accomplished a lot, and you've still got 1 hour to go.
All right, so that's the next question. Do we really want to? Do we want to risk drawing any attention?
Well, if
Or
you want to get in
use
on
a crowbar and smash a window.
I was
is
gonna
the
say,
option.
if you want to get in on the through the second story, you have no finer opportunity than now while the truck is being maintained.
Sure. Yeah, we could
Does
use the
anybody
ladder to see if. No, these aren't windows that open. You said these are basically just plate glass windows. You said okay.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind that you wouldn't even necessarily need to smash it in with the
ladder,
the bar. Yeah, I was gonna say just
like, can I just
oopsie daisy,
line things up just up.
Yeah,
just climb up the ladder through.
Yeah, that's what happens when people fuck up. If you're trying to do it, then it shouldn't be any kind of problem at all.
Yeah, that's one option. If I'll just maneuver things a little bit, just go nice and slow, and
Now the funnier way to do it is having Vince on the end of the ladder when you.
holding an extra baseball bat as he gets smashed through
Onward.
it, takes a bunch of damage.
Think of the scene.
You do see a couple of people wandering by and like looking to see, and they're like, "Oh, it's the fire department. Is the building on fire?"
Not anymore.
They clap politely and move on.
You're muted.
hear you,
You're
Rob.
muted, Dad.
You talking to
I
us
just wanted to.
or is he?
Dad, you're muted. Dad, look at me. Dad.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, buy your favorite.
You're all my favorite.
I don't care. I got a video that's good enough for me.
Say again, Ralph. You're coming in soft.
Oh, that's why I was staying on the bottom so I could shoo people away. Like, careful.
Yeah.
Standing expression.
You notice that there's not a whole lot of curiosity in this town about a lot of things. You're pretty sure that, yeah, it's weird.
They're not nosy.
No.
All right, so unless there's any objections, I'm going to try my battering ram with the ladder idea.
Okay. No problem. Give me a mechanical reparative bonus as you're doing what people normally are trying to avoid doing. That's good.
With a bonus, I would make it.
Yeah. No problem. Now, Vince, are you wanting to be on ladder or not on ladder?
I would be on the ladder.
Right. Vince, give me a luck roll and a strength roll.
I'm gonna spin a reroll.
I think somebody's
All
got
the
a
plate
reroll.
glass, all the non-safety glass just slices through him. Parts of him come off. Massive amounts of blood drop in.
Both success.
Both are a success. Right, you put him through the window. Roll a d4 of comedic damage on yourself from it's not safety glass. God damn, that's
It's in my eye.
Now, he shatters it, and rather than seeing the inside of the room that you were seeing, you're just seeing, it looks like an empty stone box. You're not sure what you two are seeing, but Vince, give me a sanity roll, and I'll tell you what you see. Take 1 point toward paradigm distortion, Vince, as your day gets worse. Are you guys wanting to go up and check it out after he tells you horrible things?
I'm putting the truck into park, and I figure I'll get out, look up, and see. It did work.
I'm through.
Yeah.
What? See. Is
Right.
there was valuables?
Hey, look at there's my bone saw.
Hmm?
Wow.
There you go, Vince. You can tell them whatever you want off that.
Oh god, this is like an actual fear of mine. You're just standing in the void. All right. It is completely empty. There's no floor, no walls, I'm assuming, or is it just stone?
It's like you're, imagine the shoebox upside down and nothing inside of it.
Try wiping the blood out of your eyes.
Take a card. They taunt you for a bit until their throats are dry and hurt from taunting you.
Yeah, there's actually
just
completely
void.
nothing.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing.
You want to go up and see what he's talking about?
Yeah, I gotta see this for myself.
Do you want to get off the ladder or see how many people can hold at once? Vince?
No, you'll come down first.
Vince, give me a
I wonder what
climb roll.
happens.
Time to go in.
Vince, give me, if you'd like to leave the ladder, give me a climb roll to +20 as you've still got your weird tool thing with you.
Come on down, nice and slow.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to jump to see. I'm gonna drop the tool. Does it just fall or does it like hit a floor?
It hits the ground.
Nothing happens, or
Not yet.
All right, I'll
He
climb.
drops his tool, so you're to +30 as you climb back down. Yay! He survived. Give me a climb at +30 to go up and take a look in there, Jay.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, you go up and it looks like now as you're getting close, it's fucking weird. Give me Sandy roll for paradigm distortion. You can see in through the windows on either side of you as you're going up. It looks like there's offices, desks and stuff. You get up there and you look in and you're in a big fucking hollow box. There's not even a floor between the first and second stories. Down on the ground, which is the ground, there's no floor, like dirt ground. You can see his pry bar thing laying on it, and you're like, what in the actual fuck?
So it's almost just an empty box.
It's a
and
shell.
I see the pry bar.
It's a shell with a pry bar inside.
What color would you say it is inside?
Unpainted, so brick color.
Brick color,
And
okay.
although you can see out the windows.
I can see out the windows.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can see the doors. They have those push bars like you're in a theater, the emergency fire exit, like you push it and it opens.
Mm-hmm.
There's
It's
nothing
all
else in
prison.
here.
So I can still see the doors
Oh, yeah.
and the windows and see out of them.
Oh, yeah. If you were to
Okay.
find a way to safely get off the ladder, which is not recommended as you are literally still 2 stories up, unless you were to hang off the ladder and drop, you can decrease your and then make a jump roll and you wouldn't take any damage. But then it appears to you they could simply walk over and go out of one of the doors.
Why don't you use the hose for a rope?
Maybe. Don't know if it's safe to go in this place. So from the ladder and the plate glass, is it basically the kind of thing where you got one window, butts right up to the next window?
No, there's like
Or
brick
is there?
stuff between each of them.
Is it too far to kind of lean over and look through another window?
You give me a dex roll. Don't fucking fumble. Fumbling, you just let go and you're like, hey. If you fail, then you're dramatically hanging off the ladder going, save me, Dr. Jones. Save me,
Fail.
Dr. Jones. He fucking slips off he's trying to extend too far and he's like, and he's dramatically
I take the
struggling
pencil
holding
from
on
my
to the ladder.
pocket. No,
Do you guys just sit there and watch him to see if he can pull himself back up, or
Where's he at? He's hanging off the ladder?
he's hanging off the ladder on the outside of the building?
I'll grab him.
Okay,
I'll
you
grab
scamper back up the ladder. Give me a climb roll to +30 to not fall off.
I'll catch him.
He's somebody snickering is standing under you, like, oh.
And this is why I should be the captain.
Give me that climb roll +30. Let's see if you can actually make it up there to him.
Yeah, Vince, I think he's asking you for the climb roll? Or
Yeah,
he's asking
Vince,
me?
that's you. When
Gotcha. Sorry, my
You
bad.
got to get back up the ladder.
Okay, you're back up ladder. Give me a strength roll as you reach down, grab his wrist, and try to dramatically pull him in.
Long
I'm
live the king.
slipping! I'm slipping! You see Ralph, he's like, you're literally 10 feet up, maybe. He's like, I'm slipping! Your head! Ralph's like, oh.
Tell my family I love them. And I'll attempt to acrobatics or
Hey.
jump.
Hey, I found the rice up here.
Give me a jump roll to decrease your falling damage, Jay.
House. They're out of the.
Ah! He does the dramatic falling and like with his belly up, and he's like, no, and you're like, no. And Ralph,
He had my
Ralph,
credit
give me
card
a dodge
information.
roll. You've been looking forward to this all game, Ralph. So give me a dodge roll. You step out of the way dramatically. Aha!
You got your check.
Yay! Hold on, let me find out the actual
That's
falling
teamwork.
damage here. There's a lot of screaming, no! And it
I
even
guess
shows
this
like,
isn't one of those trust falls.
he would have failed at the trust. There's even some girl
And
who's
this is
like,
why you're not the captain. You will let
like
your
some
team
girl
die.
who's wandering by, and she's like, oh, I hope he's gonna be okay. Oh, why are you not opening? Come on, open. Don't give me that. You've got me doing too many different things,
Which
computer.
one that broken glass was that he's about to land in?
Well, fortunately, the glass all broke inward from the thing rather than exploding out. So he's got that going for him. Okay, so let's see. You are 6 meters, so down to 4 meters. So roll a d8 minus 1 damage on yourself. Since you failed your jump roll there. Holy Christ, you managed to really hurt yourself. So you take 2 real, 3 stun.
Good thing we have those med kits.
He's laying on his back. And Vince is like, oh, he's doing the he's dead thing up on the ladders.
I wonder if we can contact his grandfather or his he'd make a good replacement.
Yes. Would you like to lay there like you died for a while, or?
Yeah, I'll mutter in Tagalog for a moment and then dust myself off.
Okay.
Quick.
Aw, I thought
Break you out of me.
see. What?
Nothing.
What's that? You want to take a ride? I fire up the fire truck.
You want to put the
He's
ladder
still on
down?
the ladder.
No, not while he's on it.
Oh, he's still on the ladder. I'm just saying.
I'll climb down a little
What
bit.
was that about my grandmother? Ah!
Give me a climb roll, a big bonus. I just want to see you fucking slip off it. He slides down the ladder like a boss. The ladder is still extended as you fire up the truck,